I'm Chris Thomas, and this is Master Class. You want to feel? All right, so the point is right here. This is it. Okay, now grab me. Watch this. Grab, grab. I touch. Okay, let me. Now, let's cover. We're gonna take a detour. Can you sit down and cross your legs? We're gonna take a detour and talk about how to fix. Sit cross-legged. So I hit him on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to tap right here. It's the other side. But what I'm interested in, here I don't hit this point on this side. I'm hitting, there's no point here. This hollow place has a nerve going through it, which is called the it's called the accessory nerve, the spinal accessory nerve. When you tap the spinal accessory nerve, it helps wake up the brain. So if somebody's been hit in the head, if you have an ice pack, you put it right here. It helps bring it up. That's why, yeah, boxers, right? Boxers always have that ice pack. The cornermen put it right there. That's the spinal accessory nerve. It helps make the brain more alert.
Should be the right side.
Opposite side you hit. So whichever side you hit, you stimulate the opposite side. Now, that's step one. So that's to kind of wake him up. Then I need to make sure there's enough energy in his head. So what I'll tend to do, what most people will tend to do is we'll tend to do this. We'll, not too hard, but go up. This is called the Bladder Meridian. You just kind of shoot up the meridian this way. This pushes chi into the head. Now, unfortunately, that's not the direction the chi is supposed to go. So if I stop right there, he will have a headache. So this is just to make sure he's awake. Then we have to go this way. I want to get the energy moving the direction it's supposed to go. So this is the basic, when you strike the head, this is the basic thing that you do. Short version. Now, let's say that we've been working pressure points and we want to kind of finish up the day. At that point, we're going to do what you saw me doing the other day. I think you took one hand and I took the other. We went through and we took the fingers. We went one at a time. This helps open up the meridians. This is really good for the end of training. Like this, see it's on. It can also be done this way. Either way. I like to go side to side. What this does is help open up the flow. Helps the meridians just kind of channel up. You can also do that on the toes. You generally don't need to. By the way, the reason we cross the legs, if somebody's unconscious and they're laid out flat, we still cross the legs. And the reason we do that is when a person is unconscious, we're trying to kind of keep the energy. Think of it like bleeding, right? If you start bleeding, you have to stop the bleeding. When you're unconscious like this because you've been hit on a pressure point, you sort of leak energy. It kind of just spills out of you. By crossing the legs, we keep that from flowing out. That's what we're trying to do. All right? Now, here's what I can tell you for sure, because I have no way of measuring, seeing if your energy is spilling out or if, I just follow the protocol I was taught, but it's worked really well for us for 25 years or 30 years or whatever. It just has worked really well, so we keep doing it. It's been effective. It wakes people up. If it's done properly, they don't have a headache, and they're usually doing pretty well. Every so often, somebody is really messed up, and they need some extra work. A general rule of thumb is the person who does the knockout is the best person to do the revival, but anyone can do a revival. It's just harder if you're reviving somebody who's someone else knocked out. So it's always better to be revived by the person who did it.